Good morning everyone. My name is Navneet Prakash and I am a student of ISM Patna. Today I am going to present business letter samples and inquiries. Right? How we can write it and how we can understand it in a simple way. Sample of reply and business letter. So all these things which I have learned from Dr. T.N. Singh sir. So I am really thankful to learn all these things from him. Let's start the topic. What is business letter? Business letter is something which many of the businesses are using nowadays. Like businesses, what is exactly business? Where people are just having some transaction regarding to the sellings and buying something and purchasing, right? So what exactly people are using in nowadays into the business letter? Business letter is something that people are just using to inquiry something. Regarding to the inquiry, maybe it may be a complaint or it may be anything. Right. Doesn't matter what exactly it is, but if we are writing something to any of the businesses, then it should be a business letter, because a businessman is writing that letter to a business, right? So what exactly, let's know about the how exactly it should look, right? It should look very crystal clear first, and the second thing is its tone should be correct, because nowadays everyone, like suppose that if you are someone who is a businessman, then you will definitely you are going to invest your time on your letter, on someone else's letter, right? So in this case, people are just wishing to deserve some respect, right? Because they are investing their time on your letter. So it should not be rude, right? It should definitely be very friendly. It should definitely be respectful, right? It should be politeness, like completely be politeness. So in this case, we are just right. There are few of the points which we are going to cover into the business letter. For example, the first point is keep readers' interest in mind. What do you mean by keep readers' interest in mind? Because many of the times what we are writing, like suppose that if you are asking for me how much this pen is it cost, right? And if I am telling you that this pen is with the help of this pen you can write amazingly, then does it make any sense? No, because your interest is to know the price, but I'm telling you the benefits of this pen. This should not be happen. Like whatever they are asking, just tell them in a crystal clear manner, right? The second point is tone should be correct. As everybody knows, your tone should be very friendly. Your tone should be amazing. It should be friendly. It should be full of politeness, right? So that people can relate with it and people would love to enjoy your company or maybe your letter. Third point is be sincere. Now what do you mean by be sincere? Whatever you want to deliver to the organization or maybe that businessman, that should be delivered in very sincere way. In a sincere way means you are writing your thoughts in very short words, right? Or to the point exactly. The fourth thing is to the point. Now what do you mean by to the point? To the point simply means where you are writing exact the same thing whatever you want to tell them. You don't need to mess up with the words, right? That business letter. The fifth point is courteous or politeness. It should have the politeness, right? Your business letter should have the politeness, first thing. And the second thing is your business letter should have that types of rapport, right? Because nowadays when we are writing a business letter, then in that case business letter should have that courteous, right? And after that we are going to talk about the prefer active voice. Now what active voice exactly it is? Active voice is something like many of the times what we are using, we are using in a friendly way or anything passive voice sometimes we are using, but in business letter, if you are talking about the business letter, we should use the active voice, because active voice simply means you are telling them straightforwardly, right? Whatever you want to tell them. And the next point is be consistent. Like here you don't need to write a word with two meanings, right? If you are writing any of the paragraph or any of the sentences, then that should have only one sentence regarding to one meaning, right? Because if you are using any of the meaning with if you are using any of the word with two meaning, then that doesn't make any sense. Maybe sometimes what happens is if you are writing something, because of your one error or mistake, people are going to shift their mindset, or maybe they are thinking something else, right? And the next thing is variation of word order. the order of your words matters a lot, because sometimes when you are saying something, suppose that if you are saying ki yesterday we met yesterday, right? If you said this, and if I'm going to say you yesterday we met, then maybe second sentence will definitely tell you something like which affects the yesterday word, right? So this is something which is the variation of word. In this letterhead, what we are going to write, it should have the name of your organization, email, your contact details, your GST number, your reference number. The second thing is here it should have the date. Second thing. And the third thing is here you have to write the name and address. Here, what like whom you are going to write this letter. For example, here you have to write the letter to the head of the department. Always. Because if you are writing a letter to the head of the department, then he is someone who will going to take the decision, right? Because if there is an organization and if you are not writing that letter to the head of the department, then maybe they are not going to care about your letter, maybe, because no one cares about, suppose that if I'm this is not my pen, right? If I throw it here, no one cares, right? But sir will care, because this is his property, this is not our property, right? And after that, we should have the salutation. Before that, we will have a courteous title. Now, what it does means and what it stands for, it stands for Mr., Miss, and so more, right? But inside this, what we are having, if someone is having any kinds of specific title like doctor, professor, and more, then we don't need to use this particular thing. If someone is having these titles, then we should definitely go with this, right? For example, if I have to write a letter to sir, then I will never write Mr. D.N. Singh sir. I will definitely write Dr. D.N. Singh, right? Always. After that, we are having a salutation. What salutation stands for? Basically, whenever we are writing any of the letter, and if a person who don't have this particular thing, and if you don't want to write this particular thing, then you can go with the salutation. What salutation is exactly? For example, whenever you are going to write your letter after these 3 or 4 things, then dear sir or dear ma'am, you can write. Okay. And after that, your message, which matters a lot. Basically, here you should have more than 2 or 3 paragraphs about inquiry message.
Because this is sample of inquiry, isn't it?
Yes.
So contents, you deal with only contents.
About inquiry of letters or message, I can say. Because we are going to write a business letter or a sample of inquiry we are watching, right? Then about inquiry letter, message. What we are going to write it here, basically you should have at least 3 to 4 paragraphs, not more than that. Because if you are going to write more than that paragraph, then it will be too lengthy, right? And no one is interested to write your, read your stuff. Then the first paragraph where you are going to do the intro or build the rapport. Now, what rapport is exactly and how it can help you in your business journey or in your business. Rapport is something where you are just building a connection or relation between your prospect. Maybe he's a businessman, maybe he's a businessman or your prospect. Maybe B2B or B2C, doesn't matter. The second thing, second paragraph which you are going to write to him should be your
Focus on inquiry. Focus on inquiry. Reference number, date.
information and fact. Now,
Price, everything, because you are going to do inquiry, that's why focus on that. Contents of inquiry.
yes.
It should be contents of inquiry.
Now, the second paragraph, if we are going to talk about this, then here we are going to know about the information and fact regarding to the inquiry letter, because here why we have wrote this inquiry letter to know something about that company, right? And if we want the information regarding to the price of the product, regarding to the prices, catalogs, maybe the payment method, right? Whatever you want to know about that business, you can ask with the help of this inquiry letter, right? And here you can ask for the information like how you are selling, how you are dealing with, right? And how you are charging, right? And so many of the things you can ask for with the help of this letter. And you can also ask about the fact, information in the second paragraph. And now we are going to talk about the third paragraph, where you are going to give him a futuristic action, or in business terms we are saying it CTA, call to action, where you are just saying something to someone to take a specific action. Because you have wrote so many of the things, like you have complete with your letterhead, date, name and address, courtesy, title, salutation. Even you have told your information, like you have shared all the messages to him, right? Now it's time to take a action to connect with him or deal with him, right? So after having this particular thing, your last thing will be end of the inquiry letter, right? The letter with regarding